Disclaimer: no, I do not think my opinions are more valid than any other person's. I really just find joy in sharing my opinions and talking about random BS with others who may agree or disagree. Therefore, you don't have to like or agree with everything I say. You also don't have to listen to the podcast at all. With that being said, thank you and welcome to Mac Unpacks.
Yo, what's good with it, podcast? If you here right now, you a real nigga. If you're not here, you still a real nigga. You just not the realest of niggas, man. Well, look, welcome to Mac Unpacks, y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's nice to... Damn, I was really finna say nice to see y'all. I'm already fucking up. That is insane. I cannot see shit. I am looking at a screen with my shit on there. But look, this is the first episode, so we're not gonna be talking about anything crazy. We're just gonna be getting into a little bit of stuff like about me, why I started the podcast, what I hope to achieve, my future plans and goals. Like if I'm gonna keep this going, like I don't want to build up some fan base and then just bullshit and dip out. And then I got a little story time at the end about tattoos. You know, everybody loves tattoos. You know what I'm saying? Okay, not everybody, but most people now love tattoos. Now look, first order of business. A lot of y'all know me as either Tamarin, Blake, Macklemore, Big Mac, Lil Mac, just Mac. I'll go by everything, bro. I'm everything to everybody. I literally just be chilling. Everybody know me. I know everybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Dallas, Texas. Damn. I'm over here doing an icebreaker on a fucking podcast. Like, what? I can't even do these in real life. I'll be bugging out. But I guess let me get into why I started the podcast, bro. This is gonna be a lot if I remember everything, since I didn't write it down like a dumbass. But look, I feel like it's so much. Like, I enjoy talking to people. That's one thing. I enjoy talking to people. I enjoy like just giving people my opinions. I just heard a door slam. Giving people my opinions and stuff. And a lot of times it would be me and my roommate, and we'd be back and forth bantering about some random shit, and it'd be hilarious. And we'd just be talking about, we need to just start a podcast because we really chatting, like we waffling right now. It'd be about the most random shit, but we really be waffling, and it'd just be having like a good conversation. So that's one reason. The other reason is I feel like, even though like I'm only 21, right? I feel like I've changed a lot as a person since I've been like 18. Now y'all gonna look into your imaginary camera and be like, what do you mean, bro? Everybody's changed a lot since they was 18. That's true, but I mean, like, in terms of like stuff I dealt with and how I used to be, like, I know everybody changes. I'm just saying, to me, I feel like within this little short amount of time, because I'm 21 now, I feel like, what I'm saying, I got mad wise and shit. I just started learning a lot of stuff and applying it in different areas of my life and seeing how it turned out. So, I got some words I would like to share and all types of shit. We're going to be talking about everything, bro. It could be politics, even though I don't care about politics. Please don't come here and ask me about politics, bro. I hate politics because every time somebody start arguing about some shit, and I just be like, bro, I don't even know what half the shit y'all be talking about is, bro. Democrat, Republican, liberal, all types of, bro, I don't give a fuck. I'm not none of that. I can promise you now, I don't give a fuck, bro. I literally just be existing, bro. I'm going to vote for whoever the fuck gonna get me what I want to get. You know what I'm saying? That's all there is to it. We can be talking about we can talk about sexuality stuff, let me think, racial stuff, bro. It's literally gonna be everything, bro. We could talk about fucking aliens coming from the sky and kidnapping niggas, bro. I'm literally just finna be on this whole chatting and bantering, hence the name Mac Unpacks, bro. I'm finna unpack anything and everything, bro. I'm gonna be digging in an endless bag. I'll stay in my bag, bro. It's just like that. It's simple. That is tough. In fact, no, that's not tough. But what I hope to achieve, shit, hey, y'all already know it, that Adam 22. Nah, I'm playing. But nah, what? I don't know, bro. Like I said, I enjoy sharing my opinions and like just like talking to people and having like casual conversations, and like we find a middle ground or just like changing people's minds. Cause like as I've grown up, there was actually one time I was going to get my car done. I was getting some work done on my car, and I go in the shop, and cool people in there, but I'm just chilling, and then I see this dude that used to go to my high school, and he walked up to me. He said, are you so and so? And I was like, yeah, that's me. And I recognized him, like I recognized him, didn't know who he was straight off rip, but he came to me and he was like, whenever he was a freshman, I think I was like a junior or something, or a senior, and he was like, yo, when you played football, you was a big inspiration to me. And I was like, okay, like why? And he was just like, He said, cause you like I'm an undersized dude, bro. I'm literally like 5'5", bro. I was not a big dude, bro. All them niggas was 6 foot plus and all types of shit. So I'm not a big dude. And he was like, no, I could always see when you was on the field, like you was always giving it 100% of your effort no matter what. And I definitely was not the best on the field at all. You know what I'm saying? Was not the best on the field at all. But he said that, and I was like, oh shit, like that shit made me feel good. I was like, okay, real, like inspiring people and shit. Like I fucks with that. Like I like that. That's kind of who I am as a person. I like giving people like input on situations and just kind of like being around those situations. So that made me feel good about myself, and it makes me want to like keep doing it, which is part of the reason I started the podcast too. Simple stuff like that just bring me some type of heart pitter patter for real. Excuse me. But I also like I want to grow this though. I want to give me a little fan base, you know what I'm saying? I want to be some fans. Not even talking being on some famous shit. I just, you know what I'm saying? I just enjoy talking to people. The more people, the better. The more the merrier. Haven't asked. But, yeah. Another thing that's probably going to be in the future is I want to do video podcasting. So eventually, I want to turn this into like the video podcast. So it's gonna be like the same Mac Unpacks. It's just instead of like being only a voice, it's gonna be like camera and shit. So I can upload it on like YouTube and do little TikTok short clips and shit. I want to do that because like I want to interview people. I'm gonna be talking to people. I plan on getting that happened eventually. I just wanted to get like my first episode out the way, get used to like how everything worked. So I'm gonna get into that shit. I'm gonna have some people on here. I'm gonna be putting y'all on game. All my niggas, I'm putting y'all on game. But don't worry, girls, I'm putting y'all on game too, bro. We finna all be in here on game. We just gonna be live in here, bro. That's really all I got, bro. I hope we gonna be alive in here. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have my guests on here. My roommate probably gonna be in here a lot because initially it was both our ideas, but it was summertime and I was like, I'm finna start my own little flow. And then when I'm with him, we'll start another one. I just need a name for that hoe. So if y'all got any names, hit me with the names, please. So that's that. My future plans and goals, bro. Don't even ask me. I hate when people ask me that type of stuff. What do you want to do in your future? I don't know, bro. I do not be thinking. Well, I think about my future, but I do not be sitting there fiending on my future, bro. Because that should be depressing. Because, like, I'd be like, half the shit in the future, you really have no control over. Half the shit that's going to happen, you have no control over whether or not it's going to happen. So I don't be worrying about it. Like, I try to aim myself in a direction, but I really don't sit there and ponder on stuff. That's going to be one of my things, bro. I'm finna go ahead and hit y'all with some shit. Don't be pondering on stuff, bro. It's okay to be upset about something, but don't ponder on it for too long, bro. The world be moving fast. That hoe is not gonna stop just because you pondering on some shit. And that's some shit I had to learn, bro. I used to just ponder on the smallest shit, and then all of a sudden it'd be 2 weeks later, and I'm still stuck in the same position. I'm like, bro, what? Like, I'm stuck behind everybody else going, bro. If anything, it seems like the world speeds up whenever you upset or pondering on some shit like that. So don't be pondering on nothing. You can't control stuff. That's just one of the things that I had to learn. You cannot control pretty much anything. What you can control though is how you react to the situation. Just be chill with it. Like, go with the flow. That's what I be doing. I go with the flow. I swear to God, let me not say I swear to God, but I've been chilling ever since I just started just going with it. Knowing you can't control stuff, but you can aim yourself in the right direction. And if something happens, you just got to be like, okay, I'll give yourself about an hour or two to be upset about it, and then keep it pushing. Because at the end of the day, you can't do shit about it no more. You just got to keep it pushing. One last thing before we get to the story time that I forgot to mention. We're off rip, but I'm telling y'all, I'm going to say the most insane shit. And I'm not offending nobody, bro. I'm not homophobic, misogynistic, misandrist, racist, fucking, what do y'all call that shit? Fascist. What's the other shit? Masochist. All that other bullshit, bro. Please do not come in here with that. Please do not come in here with that, bro. I'm literally the most easygoing person that you will probably ever meet. I do not be judging people like that, bro. Don't come in here telling me I'm something that I'm not. Please don't do that. I'm begging y'all, bro. I'm begging y'all. I'm gonna say some racist shit. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna say some out of pocket shit, bro. That's the whole point, though. I'm an out of pocket guy. I'm not gonna disrespect nobody. Like just say, oh yeah, you're a bitch. So no. I'm just the type of nigga, bro. I tell the jokes. I'm telling the jokes, but I do not mean them hoes, bro. I do not mean them hoes. So I'm getting out of the way off rip, bro. If you like a person and you got like a, you a little sensitive to certain jokes, this might not be the podcast for you. I'll be making some insane jokes. I'll be making mad racist jokes. I'll be saying the N word with the hard ER at the end. I can say that though. I'm black. I'm a nigga, bro. But I be seeing all types of racist shit, bro. It is what it is. Me and my roommate be doing it. We be chilling. We be vibing, bro. We gonna get canceled within the first week. It is what it is. Like, but I'm trying to cover everything. I don't want to be censored, because if that's the case, why else would I do the podcast, bro? I'm not trying to be censored. Now, I'm not gonna say no crazy shit, so I'm gonna censor myself a little bit, but like, you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be censored. I want to be able to talk about what I want to talk about. Don't need to be censored. Anywho, let me get right into this podcast. Right into the story. My fault. Okay, so if you know me, I'm kind of tatted. I'm a little yadded up. You know what I'm saying? But you also know that on my upper arm on my right, on my bicep, that tattoo's actually fucked up. So I'm finna give y'all a story time on how the fuck to choose a tattoo artist, because I'm still pissed off about this shit. It ain't terrible, but it's bad. If you want to see it, or if you know me, then you probably seen it already. It's not terrible, but it got a little messed up in the process. So look, I'm sitting down one day. I'm like, I'm trying to get tatted. I want to get yadded again. So I'm like, all right. So I go on Pinterest. I find me a cool little picture of an astronaut floating in space and an angel. I think it's like geometric work. I can't explain it exactly. I got a picture, but I can't really show a picture on a fucking podcast. But it's some geometric work. It's cool. It's unique to me. Like, it's probably the most unique piece that I have. I'm not gonna lie, and it might be the most unique piece that I ever get. I have not seen anyone else with this shit. But so I'm like, okay. So I look for some shops, and all my niggas, if you listen to this, like all my black people, listen to this good, bro. When you're looking for a shop, I suggest looking for a black owned shop or someone that has experience with your skin, because like we heal differently than other races do. I learned in the process, which is crazy. I didn't even know that until what happened. But so I'm looking for shops. I'm not gonna say the shop name or the dude, because I don't want him to get hate, because he wasn't a bad artist. He just fucked my shit up. But I'm looking for shops, and I see one, and it's not far. I'm like, okay, bad. So I'm gonna go to that hell. I go in there. We chatting, and I'm like, okay, this, that, and that, and the third, blah blah. We talking about pricing. I'm like, yo, I'm in college. Like, I don't want to spend too much, but I'm not trying to disrespect your work. So he's like, oh yeah, man, I can work with this. This is probably the most unique piece. I wouldn't mind doing this for so and so price. It was a pretty low price. Like, it wasn't low, but it wasn't what it could have been. So go in and negotiate. Cool. I come back the next week after he draws it up, and he shows me. I'm like, ooh, that hoe was so sexy, bro. That hoe got my yak hard. I'm not gonna lie, that hoe was clean as fuck. So I walk in there first night. I can't remember what day it was, but I think it was like around 6 p.m. That's what time my appointment was. And he's tattooing someone else, I think, at that point. He's still tattooing someone else. I'm like, okay, cool. He tattooing someone else. I can't, take your time, bro. And then, so that person leaves. I'm like, oh shit, alright, bad. I'm finna get in the chair. No good. This motherfucker is like, man, I want to put some extra detail in this. I'm like, okay, I got no problem. You trying to make my tattoo look good? Cool, fuck it. I'm gonna be on the house. You know what I'm saying? I have a girlfriend, but I'm finna be on it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna look good. So I'm sitting there for like an hour. I'm texting my girlfriend. She mad. She's like, he's taking too long. You can't say your appointment's at 6 and it's not at 6. All types of shit. I'm like, he gotta draw the picture, bro. I want it to look good. Like, I'm not trying to look absolutely insane. I want that to look good, right? And she was like, yeah, I guess. But this, I'm not gonna lie, he did. Like, he took forever to like really draw that hub. And then I remember he came out his little room, and he's like, hey man, I'm still drawing this up. Would you want to come back tomorrow morning? I'm like, I guess. Like, I'm not really tripping. So he showed me what he has drawn up so far. I'm like, oh, that is gas. Like, that was fire. Like, it's some real shit. And Let me backtrack a little bit. I looked at his work. I looked at all his work before I went in. I went to this nigga Instagram. I went to the shop's little reviews on Google and shit. Looked for his name, all types of shit. Nothing but good words. I knew some people that went to him. Nothing but good words. I'm like, okay, bet. So that's why I even went there in the first place. Now I'm fast forward. So next day comes around. It's the morning. It came in like 10, I think. And he's like, yeah, man, this is what I got. And I'm like, okay, bet. Like, that hoe was hard. That hoe was hard as fuck. I ain't never seen some shit so hard in my life. So I sit in the chair. It's probably about 10:30. This motherfucker's like, all right, man. So let me smoke real quick because you're just smoking a cigarette. He's like, let me smoke real quick and do some other stuff. This motherfucker took another hour. It's 11:30. It is 11:30. I have not eaten. If you've ever been sitting in a tattoo chair and you have not eaten, you're gonna know how pissed off you get when you're hungry and you hurting. Insane feeling. Atrocious, egregious feeling, bro. Pissed me off. Pissed me the fuck off. But that cool. Like, I'm gonna let it slide. So we go in. He start working. I'm like, okay, cool. The pain is not bad. But this should have been the number one red flag. My girl was telling me, I think you should. I don't think you should do it. Cause when he was doing it, I was texting her, and he kept, bro. This motherfucker kept going over the same lines. Like, I know when you're getting a tattoo, like you want to make sure the ink is in there, but this motherfucker was going over the line 10, 20 times. I'm like, my nigga, you're not tattooing my skin anymore. You're on the meat, my nigga. If they cut me up and cook me up, nigga, they gonna see tattoo ink on the fucking meat. You're literally tatting my meat. Pause. Major pause, because that sounds crazy. But like, yo, what's good with you? Now, I didn't say it out loud, but I'm thinking it in my head. Like, I'm mad. But I think we get like 3 hours into the session, and his kids finna get out of school, and he let me know this beforehand. He was like, hey, like, I gotta leave at this time because my kids are gonna get out of school. So I'm like, okay. He gets halfway through with the session, and he's not finished yet. So I'm like, all right, bet. You know what I'm saying? He's like, yeah, just come back later at so and so time, and we can finish this up. I'm like, cool. So I leave. I go home. Keep this in mind. I have to move into my dorm the next day, and I set my appointment for like early. I think I'm moving in like 8 to 9, I think, in the morning. So I come back to the shop at about 10 or 11. This motherfucker has someone in the seat getting tattooed. All right, bucko, you're wilding. Don't tell him to come back at the time if you're not gonna be finished, bro. Like, usually I'm a very patient person, but he was already testing me at this point. I should have listened to my girl and just not went back, because she was telling me that. She was on my ass about it. So I get in. I'm waiting for like 30 minutes. That dude finishes and leaves, and I sit back down. He's like, he gonna go smoke real quick. Okay, cool. He gonna go smoke. My girl mad because I went back. She was like, you shouldn't have went back. I'm like, it's fine. He's doing good work. Blah blah. So I sit in the chair. We going until, let me think. He started like 12, I think. And then at 3, I'll look over. I'm looking at the piece. He's not even like really close to finish. Well, he is close, but he really not. Like, I'm sitting there like, my nigga, it's been 3 hours and you have barely made any progress. Every other tattoo I have was over by now, and that was the whole piece. I have a literal half sleeve. It took the dude 4 hours, and it was done. 4 hours. This motherfucker is taking a day and a half, basically. Like, you're wilding, my guy. So, what happened after that? Oh, so I'm looking down. I'm like, he's like, yeah, man, you got some tough skin. In my head, I'm thinking, shut the fuck up. Fuck you, you piece of shit. Like, he a cool dude, but at this point, I'm just mad. Because I'm like, yo, you taking mad long. My arm's hurting. I already know you not doing it right. I can literally feel it. It shouldn't hurt like this. This is a different type of hurt. This had me clenching my teeth. None of my tattoos felt like that. I was basically damn near falling asleep in every single other one of my tattoos. So that should have been my kicker. I don't know why I didn't listen to my girl, but can't do shit about it now. So, you know, he's going to work. I keep looking down, and eventually I asked him, like, so how long you think I got left? He's like, we got like an hour left. Nigga, no, we did not. At this point, it's about 4 a.m. I'm like, dog, I have to leave here at 6 to drive 2.5 hours to carry some fucking book bags and a whole lot of bullshit upstairs to my dorm. Finish my goddamn tattoo, please. I'm thinking in my head. Of course, I wouldn't say that out loud, but bro, this motherfucker's killing me. So I think he finishes at like 4:50ish, 5. And I'm looking at the finished product. Finished product should look great, but it could be better. You're right. No, it didn't look great. It looks good, but it could be better. It could be much better, a whole lot better. But it looked good though, so I wasn't tripping. I'm like, all right, cool. Pay the nigga, go home, lay in bed for 30 minutes in anger and pain. Take a shower, wash my tattoo off real quick, wrap that hoe back up, drive 2.5 hours. That hoe is healing, and it's healing like dog shit. The top part is like, it's done, but it's like halfway done. So I have to go back for another session in a few weeks. But I don't have to pay for it again. So he gave me that. He was like, you don't got to pay for it again. So I'm like, okay, cool. Like, acceptable. Whenever I go back, he takes like 3 hours to finish the piece. Now, at this point, the piece is pretty much completely finished, like the centerpiece. But what in the actual fuck was I doing listening to this nigga, bro? I should have left that motherfucking shop at the first sign of trouble, bro. So I'm telling all my niggas, if there's some shit like that, leave the shop, bro. It's not worth it. Because my shit now, since he went over the lines like 13, 14, 15, 16, fucking so on times, it's like scarred. Scarred as fuck. And like, if you know niggas, bro, you know how we heal. Like, a lot of black people, instead of like, whenever we get scars, they heal outwards. So now, whenever you rub your hand along it, it's just like a whole bunch of fucking like bumps because you can feel the scars because it's scarred up. But my dumb ass, y'all not gonna believe this. I went back because it was a centerpiece, and now I'm trying to get the outside. So I go back and we're chatting, and I'm like, so what can you do for the background? He's like, what I'd really like to do is like, since it's already like kind of space themed and whatnot, we could do like a nebula, you know, like stars in the background. I'm like, this nigga spitting. Like, this nigga is spitting some real shit. No good. No fucking good. He texted me back, and he's like, that wouldn't be a good idea. He was like, I watched some videos, and he's like, I don't think that's gonna work because, you know, for your skin, you know, more detail would make it like run together more. I'm like, okay, that makes sense. At this point, I can't really tell that the piece is fucked up. Like, it's a little bit, but it's not like bad. It's not until he does like the background that really gets me. So instead, what we do is we do the background, and we do we do like the clouds and the rays and shit, the ray themed clouds and stuff, whatever. And we agreed on price, cool. And then he required a deposit this time around. He didn't require one last time, but I'm like, okay, cool. Like, just in case somebody cancels something, you still get your pay, you still get your bread, cool. So I pay it, and we're doing it. He's doing the raise, and he only finishes half the raise. Half the raise is finished. Now it's even because he made sure to make it like one skip one skip one, so it's even. Like, it's like they're on off. But the other half of my rays aren't finished because it's supposed to be like dark rays and light rays because it's supposed to make the centerpiece pop. No good. The centerpiece literally runs in with the rays, so it looks like a blank black slate now. Like, if you look closely, you can see the detail, but like from far away, it just looks like my arm is black as fuck. Like, that shit is atrocious. It's not bad, but it ain't good. But at this point, I'm not going back. Fuck him. Fuck that nigga, bro. I'm not going back, bro. My lesson is, do your fucking research. Do your motherfucking research, because there is no way on God's green earth that my tattoo should look like this. If you want to see that hoe, ask me for a picture, I'll send it to you. It's sexy, but it ain't sexy. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, that's the end of that story. We're going to see if we can get one at the end of every podcast. But, you know, I ain't got that many stories. I'm not like that. But appreciate y'all for coming to the podcast. We a cool little 25-ish minutes into this. I don't have a set schedule yet for like how I want to drop them and everything, but hopefully I'm gonna get that figured out. And then if y'all want to be some religious listeners, which I hope y'all is, good. Please, I'm begging you, come back and listen, bro. I fucks with that. I'm gonna try to get some people on here eventually, and we gonna start talking about more and more stuff. But for now, that's all I got. Thank you for coming to my podcast, and that's the end of episode 1 of Mac Unpacks.